Hey guys, a warm welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to share my full experience with the Instant Pot Duo Plus 9-in-1 Multi-Cooker, a kitchen gadget that's become pretty hard to imagine life without over the past few months. For anyone who's ever felt overwhelmed by cooking, juggling pots, pans, and timers, this thing genuinely changes the game. What you're looking at is a 6-quart stainless steel multi-cooker that combines 9 different kitchen appliances in one unit, meaning it handles everything from pressure cooking and slow cooking to rice making, steaming, sautéing, yogurt making, warming, and even sterilizing, all without needing a dozen separate tools. When I first brought it home I wasn't sure if it would live up to the hype, but after using it for breakfasts, lunches, dinners, and even desserts, I'm honestly impressed by how much it simplifies everyday cooking. The Duo Plus is basically your pressure cooker, slow cooker, rice cooker, steamer, sauté pan, yogurt maker, food warmer, and sterilizer all packed into one intuitive machine. There's also this companion app that includes over 800 recipes, which sounds almost absurd because that's more options than I knew existed, but it's actually super helpful when you're stuck on what to make and want to explore new dishes without spending hours browsing the internet. Instead of trying to figure out pressure times or temperature settings manually, the app walks you through step by step, and the preset buttons on the pot itself take away a lot of guesswork. You've got buttons for soup, meat stew, bean chili, poultry, rice, multigrain, porridge, steam, sauté, slow cook, keep warm, and yogurt, so even if you're a beginner cook you can press what you need and let the machine do the rest. One of the first things I tested was the pressure cooked chicken. I seasoned it roughly, hit the poultry button, and in less time than it takes to heat the oven, I had tender, juicy chicken that shredded easily for tacos. That alone sold me because I always used to dread waiting forever for meat to cook evenly. The rice function is equally reliable. Whether I'm making plain white rice for a quick dinner or trying brown rice for a healthier meal, it cooks perfectly without sticking or burning, which used to be a constant battle on my stove. I don't always follow the recipe app to the letter, but having a built-in guide with so many options makes it easier to experiment with things like soups, stews, risotto and even desserts like cheesecakes or puddings. Sautéing right inside the pot before pressure cooking or slow cooking is another feature that saved me time and cleanup. Instead of getting out a separate pan to brown onions, garlic, or spices, I just hit sauté, do my prep, then switch to the next mode, and boom, you're already on your way to a complete meal without dirtying every dish in the kitchen. It's one thing to say multifunction, but Instant Pot actually nails it. I've made stews where I sautéed the aromatics first, added stock and veggies, then pressure cooked for a rich, flavorful dinner in under an hour, something that would normally require way more attention and pot watching. The yogurt maker is probably the most underrated feature. I wasn't super confident it would work well, but after a couple of tries I was making smooth, homemade yogurt that tastes way better than store brands and has none of the additives or sugars. Being able to sterilize jars, bottles or even baby items with the sterilizer function has also come in handy, especially for deep cleaning without pulling out a separate appliance. Since it's stainless steel, the inner pot cleans up nicely and doesn't stain easily like some non-stick surfaces I've used before. The lid detaches for washing, and sealing rings are easy to remove and rinse. I will say that if you cook a lot of rich sauces or sugary glazes, you might find yourself soaking the pot a bit more often, but that's true for any cooker. The only real learning curve is getting used to how many features there are. If you're someone who prefers simple one-function devices, it might feel like too much at first. But once you play around with it for a week or two you start appreciating how much this replaces in your kitchen. What really makes this more than just a pressure cooker is how it adapts to your cooking style. On busy weeknights I use the pressure cook or rice function for fast meals. On weekends I'll use slow cook for soups or pot roast that simmers all day while I do other things. The keep warm setting ensures your meal stays hot until you're ready to eat, which is great if plans run late. And the safety features put my mind at ease. It beeps to tell you when pressure is building or releasing, the lid locks, and there's multiple safeguards so you don't have to hover over it. If you're serious about upgrading your kitchen and cutting down prep time without sacrificing flavor or quality, this is one of those tools that will actually earn its place on your countertop. And since it does so much, you end up saving space, money, and time instead of buying separate cookers and gadgets. If you want to see what the latest price is, click the link below for best price because it changes often. That's my honest review of the Instant Pot Duo Plus 9-in-1 Multi-Cooker. Cooking at home feels easier, faster and more creative with this in my kitchen, and I genuinely recommend it whether you're new to cooking or just tired of juggling pots and pans every night.